Nobody likes front-end development. And if somebody tells you they do, they're probably lying to you. The main struggle with developing front-end is style. The average software developer lacks style. The good news is you don't need style anymore. You can just use some component library, like shadcn, and slap some components together. Then voila, you have a working project. But once again, you are limited to whatever that component library has. And of course, you still need to learn the ins and outs of that library. I want to do as little front end as possible. I want to grab any piece of UI I want from any working professional website and steal it. Sure, you can do this already. You can just do it yourself, looking at the final product of some UI component and meticulously grinding it out in React and CSS to make it look the exact same. However, this is extremely time consuming. The great news is we can hop on that AI train and use the power of AI to do this for us. Let me introduce you to ai.comchen.production.app.up. Although not the most flattering website, its function works well. Let's try it out. First thing we need is a UI component that we want to generate code for. Let's head over to LinkedIn. They got some cool components. This manage my network thing looks pretty good. It's collapsible. When you hover over it and it highlights gray, there's some icons there. Let's just take a screenshot of that. You can do that with Command-Shift-4 on Mac. Bring that back onto my website and put it in. There it is. It's the most recent screenshot. All right, so our screenshot showed up there. Now we need to put in some details. First thing is let's make that manage my network button hover blue. I'd rather it hover blue. I think it would look nicer if it was blue. Along with that, we can include any interactivity. We want to get that highlighting effect as well. So when hovered, everything should highlight gray, similar to how groups is highlighted. So we can also specify that in our interactivity. That should get that going well. Last thing being state management. We can do some state management here. Each button should call a dummy function, and that dummy function will do nothing, but we can edit it later. And you know what also we should do? We should make the manage my network button on the top right, that arrow, it should expand and collapse everything under it. So we're going to include that there as well. Manage my network arrow will collapse. As for libraries, let's use Tailwind CSS because it's easy. And we'll also tell it to use React icons because I have that already set up here. Generate the component, bang. And just like that, here's our component. Looks pretty good. There's no way to know for sure. We can copy it over here with this copy button. And here is our empty React app that we just loaded up. Here's an empty component that I made previously. Let's just copy everything over. It's called Network Manager. Copy that over. And then we can import that in our main app here. Just put that there. And then all we have to do is display the component. Let's go ahead and display it and take a look at it. And there it is. Manage my network. It's blue instead of black, just how I wanted it. We got all these components. We got all these React icons already there. It's all clickable. It should be calling a function and it collapses. Everything works just as I expected it. We could always fine tune it and edit things like that later, but honestly, it works perfect. Just what we wanted. I have both the front end and the back end being hosted on Railway. Railway is super straightforward for simple apps such as this one and does lightning fast deployments through pushing through a GitHub repo. My stack is extremely simple. React front end and Express.js backend, which makes calls to Claude AI's API. As of right now, there's no need for a database, but this could be added later, such as adding a library of previously generated components that you could scroll through and pull instantly. Now, that's the whole app. Some things I'm going to be working on in the future may be things such as a way to actually preview the component you built. Now, this is easier said than done because if your component uses an external library that my web app doesn't have, how would it be able to show that component? And of course, the main change would be designing the front end to look better. This is a component generator that makes it easy to build websites, so it should look good. Please feel free to try it out on your own. You can find the link in the description. If anybody has any feedback or suggestions that could be used to improve the project, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and have a good day.